Okay, sorry, welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be working on my 97 Camry. I haven't really done any videos on this or talked about it much. This is my daily that I bought, oh gosh, I guess a year or some odd ago. She's a good one. She's a dandy. She needs a few things, but runs really good. And it's an XLE, so it's got the 3.0 V6 in it. But today we're going to be replacing this right rear wheel bearing. It's growling at me. I'm going to take you for a ride, see if you can't hear it. I don't know if the camera will pick it up well or not. But anyway, so we'll go for a ride and I'll show you what I'm hearing. Okay, real quick, we'll take the girl for a drive. It's really cold out. It's like 11 degrees and it was like -2 or 3 last night. So it's cold. So, and she's not warmed up yet, so I'm cold. But anyway, we're gonna go for a ride. Anyway, this is my 97 Camry. It's got 176,462 miles, so nothing. That's like the lowest mileage vehicle I own, to be honest. And but this thing runs and drives, I mean, excellent. She's got some cosmetic stuff here and there and what have you. And I need to do some things to her to get her totally up to snuff. But yeah, so this is pretty much my daily, unless the snow is like ridiculously deep or something, and I'll have to take the truck or the Forester. So anyway, but we're gonna go out here on the highway and see if you can't hear the wheel bearing growling at me. Okay, I'm gonna put you back here in the back seat. Sorry. Put you back here in the back seat. And I hope you can hear that. And I know it's right side because see it go away? When I go into a right turn, it unloads it. The sound goes away. You may not be able to hear it. You may not be able to tell the difference on camera. Yeah. Anyway, I'm not sure you can even pick up on camera. A lot of times when I watch videos of people doing, say, do you hear this noise? And you can't pick it up on camera. But anyway, I know it's the right rear because when I unload it, like when I take a right turn, which unloads pressure from that right rear, bearing, the growling goes away. So that's why I know it's the right rear. So anyway, but all right, we'll get back to the shop, get a little heat going, get her on the lift, and see if we can't get her replaced and get her fixed. All right, here's what you're going to need to do the job. If you got a little ratchet, that's fine. Probably going to need a hammer, going to need a torque wrench. I got needle nose pliers, a couple different sizes. This is a brake tool. This was actually used to do the brakes, emergency brake. If you're not doing the emergency brake job, forget that, sorry. There's a punch, same thing. You probably don't need that for the emergency brake job. Pliers, little Loctite, screwdriver, 3/8 inch drive, 3/8 extension, maybe a 3/8 breaker bar, depending on how tight your bolts are. Then you need a 12, a 14, and a 21, I think, for your lug nuts. And there's some NICs, there's brake cleaner, impact, maybe a magnet, and I think that's it. So that's all you need to do it all in your part from wherever you got it from for your hub assembly to do this job. All right, here we go. I'm gonna pull the wheel off. Busted all the utilities come off. It's really cold in the shop today. Unlike Mike from Missouri, I don't have a oil heater in my shop, so hopefully this year we're going to insulate the place and get some heat. Okay. I don't know if you can hear that. Most of that's brake noise. We'll have to get the brake caliper off. And then we'll pull the rotor off. Then we should be able to get in there to like 4 bolts to be able to remove our assembly. So anyway, just looking at my pads and stuff, they all look still good. I haven't replaced the rear brakes on this. I have done the fronts. All right, let me get a couple more wrenches and we'll get the caliper off. All right, get the caliper off. We've got 2 14 millimeter bolts right here, one here and one up here. So we'll take them out and then pull the bracket off, and we'll hang our caliper up out of the way so we don't mess up our brake lines. And yeah, go from there. I'm just gonna bust these loose, get them started to come off, so I can get them off the rest if I can get my socket in there. There we go. That one I think I'm going to need. Might need an extension on that top one. Alright, let me get an extension on. Alright, so to get those off of there, you basically need an extension to kind of get in there like that. And whatever. I've already got these started loose. Get it off there, and you got to get up in here with an extension as well there to get that top one. All right, we got our bolts out, and we can hang our brake caliper. And I'm going to lower the car a little bit. Okay, so let me do that. Okay, we're gonna pop this brake line holder bracket off of there as well, just so we can hang our caliper up off and out of the way and not put pressure on our brake line. So that should just come right off of there like that. I got to get a different hanger. Hang on. Okay, I got my brake caliper hung up out of the way. I may not show it, but I'm probably gonna pull these pads off and clean up my sliders and all that noise on there because they're just a tad bit crusty. Okay, let me tell you this too. You know, it takes twice as long to film a video as it does to just do the job. So anyway, so then your brake rod. Whoa! Guess what? I got a emergency brake pad that is basically totally gone. Alright, so I'm going to have to order that. Surprise, surprise. Alright. So see that? It just separated, came off of there. So, looks like I'm going to be doing brake shoes, my emergency brake shoes on this. So I need to order those. So I might pause this video and come back after I get that part. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and show you. So, proof that this is bad. So, can you hear all that? Shouldn't hear any of that. The new one is, here's our new part. And this is from, I don't remember where I got this. I don't know if this is Rock Auto or Parts Geek or what, but anyway, so you can see how smooth that's supposed to turn. So anyway, let's get that. Also, I was going to tell you, if your rotor doesn't come right off, you can use screws to pop it on there. Obviously mine had nothing holding it back. Okay. Alright, so we should have, it's hard to see back in there, but there's bolts back in there. And there's the big hole, and we need to get those out of there. They look like 17, so let's see what we got. See if we can. Okay, these are 14s, not 17s, and they're pretty tight. But anyway, once you get them started, should be able to. Should be able to zip them out of there. Now there's 4 bolts. There's one it's sitting there. Second one. If you can see what I'm looking at, you can get right back down in there. Oh, you can see the bolt right there. That's where we got to get to. But you can use the big hole to get in there. Like that. All right, we got one more down here. Okay, those 4 are loose. I might get a magnet, see if I can pull them out of there. Wait. There's one. There's the second one. There's the third one. There's the 4th one. All right. Now then, getting that out of there may be tricky. We're going to have to figure that out. Be just a second here. Let me grab and put my stuff. All right. I think we should be able just to beat on this. Yep. Beat on this. Get it loose from there. Oh, there she comes. All right. So there's our old one out. Yeah, she's pressed in there. We're going to clean out here where it goes, clean that out, and probably lube that up good. And we'll compare our old part to our new part and see how that goes. Clean that up because it might be why my ABS is not working proper too, because I think this cog is a little bit the ABS cog's a little bit jacked up. Anyway, I'm sure these are original wheel bearings. They're on there. There you can hear it. I should have showed you too. You could actually wiggle the tire just a little bit. But I don't know if you can hear that or not. She's shot. All right, let's go over here to the table. Compare our new one to the old one, shall we? I got to clear off the front. All right, so here's our old one and our new one, and they look identical as far as the pattern, as far as the ABS cog. You can see down in there too that seal is gone, and so that's why that bearing shot too, because she accepted a bunch of moisture. So anyway, all right, let me get the hub cleaned up over there and we'll start putting it back together. Okay, I'll pick this back up tomorrow. I gotta clean all this out a little bit. Got a little bit of crusty in there, and I'm out of brake cleaning, and I'm going to go ahead and get my new emergency brake pads, or I mean shoes, and replace them while I got the hub assembly off, because it's just a lot easier because everything's right here. I don't have to work around the thing, and these are very simple. And I guess I'll probably do a video on doing that. I may edit that out separate. Anyway, so I'll pick you back up tomorrow after I get the parts. That is, if the parts are in stock at AutoZone or Advance or anywhere else, O'Reilly's, we'll see. All right, I'll pick you up. It'll be tomorrow. Okay, continuing with our Wheel bearing. I'm gonna clean that up just a little bit more, wipe that out anyway, get some of the crusty stuff out of there, and then I'll NIC's the back of the mounting part, just so that doesn't crusty around there. Put a little more grease in the bearing too there, so that it, you know, helps it, keeps it clean. All right, be right back. All right, so cold in the shop, all my stuff is frozen up. I'm gonna put just a little bit of anise back here, just help keep that from rusting and crusting. Well, that, where the bolts go and all that noise. That's really cool right there. Then I'm going to put just a tad bit of Loctite on my bolts, just like a little drop of glue. Little drop of glue just to be safe, because I don't want them coming out. And most of the threads are going to be back here on this part, so just a little bit on the back. All right, let me get my hub assembly over here. All right, got my hub assembly ready to put it on there. Ooh, what that is? A little bit of goop on my lug nut. So just like such, slides in the hole there. You might have to move your brake just a little bit. You should be able to look in there, see if it lined up with the hole like that. Right there, we got it. Alright, I'm going to have to use extension to get these in there. Again, these are 14s. A little bit cockeyed. There we go, getting that one going for sure. Okay. We're rocking now. You get one or two in, then the other two will line up easier for you too. It's kind of hard to see in there exactly where it goes, but I think I got this one started too, which is good. Okay. I want to start it by hand because you're not cross thread it. Be a little bit smaller. All right, I think I got it going. I'm going to stop here in a minute and look up the torque spec on these because I'm not sure what it is. Oh yeah, that's good. So smooth. Nice and easy. Nice and squeezy. Bottom it out. Alright, let's see if this one's going. Pretty smooth. No, that one's a little funky. Well, that's the problem. Whatever our brake thing is in the way. And we'll double pin. Oh yeah, there we go. Double light. Sure we're not crossing. Man, I don't like that. Hang on a minute. I'm going to check something out. Let's go. Okay, I couldn't find anything super clear, but it's in basically anywhere from 70 to 100 foot-pounds. But these are only 14 millimeter bolts. I'm actually going to go 65 because that feels crazy. That feels about like what it took to take them off. So there's 65 right there. And I got Loctite on them. I'm sure they're not coming off. So we're going to torque them all to 65. Right there. And I'm kind of alternating just like you would put your lug nuts back on your wheel. Opposite sides. Yeah, I'm confident that's good. All right. Nice and smooth, not making any noise like the old one, right? All right, so now we got to put our brake caliper back on. So let's do that. We got our, well, hold on. I'm going to pause the video. I'm going to clean up my sliders. Okay, so I'll be back. I'll tell you that brake clean is cold. All right, slide it back on her. I'm going to have to adjust my emergency brake thing just a little bit, I think. Yeah, so it's got a little bit of tension on it. That's fine and dandy. Alright, I'll clean up my other on there in a second. Now then, let's see if we can get our we might have to spread one a little bit. There we go, never mind. Alright, I've got my bolts. Put a little Loctite on these as well. Glue it in the hole. There it goes. Tell you what, it's tight quarters on the back of these things. Alright, got the bottom one started. See if I can get the top one started. So tight. Alright, I think that started. Let me zip them down. Zip them down, then we'll torque them down. And I believe these are 80 foot-pounds as well. Okay. All right, now just torque those down. Keep dropping my torque wrench. All right. Hang on, I'm going to raise it a little bit. All right, got it higher in the air so I can see what I'm doing back here. A little bit. There we go. Clicky, clicky. Clicky, clicky. All right. I think we're ready to put a wheel back on. I'm gonna clean my rotor up. Put a wheel back on, go for a test drive. How about that? I just noticed that that's the original Caliper. Piece of Toyota. Can't see that one. I think that one is too. That's pretty good for a bazillion years old. I don't know. Okay, then you need to put your brake line, basically retainer back in this 10 millimeter bolt. I cleaned it up a little bit too. Put a little anti-seize on it. Don't forget that. There you go. It didn't have to be crazy tight. Snugga dugga. Alright. Alright, let's throw our wheel back on. This thing is filthy, but it's winter time. You know, all the stuff. So driving in mud and everything else. It's not thawing today. It's like 11 degrees outside, if that. It's colder than snot. So looking forward to insulating this shop. I'll do a shop tour one of these days. I know you guys have seen it a little bit anyway, but Mike was from Missouri, just did a shop tour on his place. His is fancy and clean. I'm too busy in mine to clean it. But you know, all that stuff. Alright. Put one on drop. Got them all started. And torque spec on these I know is 80 foot-pounds basically. I think technically it's like 76 or something like that. But we'll go 2 ugga duggas once we get it. That's generally what I go by. My battery's frozen, so I mean I have all the torques. All right, we'll put her on the ground. That inner one's still grinding. We'll put her on the ground and put all my tools up, and we'll go for a test drive here in a second, see if it's any. Okay, it's getting dark outside, as you can see, but we're going for a test drive. I'll put you in the back seat again. Right there. All right. Okay, can you hear that? Yeah, me neither. That's good news. So we fixed our wheel bearing, so that's good news. So can't hear it, and yeah, it makes no difference whether I turn left or right because there's no noise. So anyway, fixed. Okay, I was sitting here editing this video and I forgot to do an outro. So anyway, if you like this video, want to see more on the 97 Camry as stuff comes along, because honestly it doesn't break very often, so don't make very many videos. Like and subscribe, share, all those cool things, and remember, safety third. See you on the next one.